Greetings, students! This week we're talking financial literacy. So this week we're focusing on developing your financial literacy skills, and we are talking about your relationship with money, which is a lifelong journey. We're really focusing on developing your financial wellness, which is having this plan for not only your current finances, but your finances in the future, and following through with that plan to the very best of your abilities. So this week, we're going to have an amazing opportunity to visit STC's Financial Wellness website and all of the tools and resources that are associated with that website. So I love this quote by Dave Ramsey that reads, "Earning a lot of money is not the key to prosperity, but what is how you handle it." And money management is exactly the same thing as time management. So when you think of time management, we all have the same 24 hours in a day, but it's how you use those 24 hours, how you manage those hours, how you prioritize what you do have. And the same is true of money. Whether you have $5 in your account or $1 million in your account, it's really not about how much you have, but how you manage what you have. So this week, of course, watch my Monday motivation video and read your textbook, but we're given this really amazing opportunity this week to visit this financial website that STC has access to. And there's so many amazing resources, gang, that you can explore. I'm only requiring that you explore 6 of them, but I really encourage you to get in depth and explore more of them, because the more financially literate you are, of course, it's going to serve you well as a college student, but also in your career and in your relationships and in your life as you continue to grow and to develop. So the 6 that I'm requiring that you focus on, you can see on the screen: creating a budget and sticking to it, creating a financial plan for your priorities and goals, mastering credit and optimizing your credit score, getting out of debt and avoiding it in the future, staying on track with student loans while in school, and finally, repaying student loans. Now, each of these modules is standalone, and it has a series of things that you're going to do. Sometimes you're going to read short excerpts. Sometimes you're going to watch a couple of short videos. There are a few interactive quiz questions as you go along. Sometimes there are little handouts that are brief reading exercises, and it's just a bunch of information that's going to help you know more about that particular subject. Now, as you see at the bottom of each of these titles, I've given you kind of an average of how much time is recommended that you spend on each of these modules. So you can see creating a budget and sticking to it. It says it generally takes, to do it well, it takes about 15 minutes. Some people will go through it faster. Other people might spend more time on it. So it's just kind of giving you an average of about how long it takes. It just depends on you. You can see at the bottom of the page is the actual financial wellness website that I'm giving you. Now, it's available in the Blackboard assignment link. Every time you'll have that link, it says click here. And this is going to be accessible to you not only now for this course or this week, but you're going to have access to it as long as you're an STC student. So you can visit this site frequently throughout the semester if you want to keep exploring some of the resources, not just these 6 modules, but also if you want to share them with your family, your friends, your significant other, and so forth as you're starting to build your financial literacy and your wellness. So I want to give you an example. The first module, when you go in, it's the one on creating a budget and sticking to it, which is about 15 minutes long, give or take some time. So what you do when you go into each of these modules, you're going to click on to access the website, and you're going to go into that, and you're going to log in as an STC student with your username and password now. And you're going to follow all of the directions that they have on that website to read and watch videos and interact with the materials. And when you're finished with the module, you're going to be given what they call kind of like your summary, your action plan, and your certificate of completion. And I'll show you on the next page what that looks like. But as you're going through these modules, if you encounter any difficulties, I am not the creator of that website, unfortunately. It's an amazing website. I wish I could take credit for it, but and actually STC is not the creator of that website either. But the people that can help you with, if you're having any problems with logging on or particular issues with that site, Celinda Salinas is our Director of Career and Employer Services, and she's amazing, and she will help you. So you can either call her on her office phone or send her an email, and you can get direct help from her if you're having any issues with the website. So again, I've given you here at the bottom the link again if you have any issues with it. So when you are finished with each of the modules, you're actually going to be given a certificate, and that's what you're going to submit to me for points. Okay, that's how you're going to get your 10 points for each of these modules, so I know that you've done it. It's going to have your name on it and the title of each of the modules, the date you did it, and your score on that particular module. Now, in fact, when you take each of these modules, you're going to be given an action plan, and some of the action plans are quite long, and you can see here's mine for the one on budgeting, right? So creating a budget, it has my name, it gives a table of contents, it gives an analysis for me. There's another page that gives my pre-score, how I did, now you guys, I'm a little older than you, so don't worry about if your pre-score is not so good, but it gives you a score of, it asks you some pre-questions and then how you did after you took the module and how much knowledge you gained. The most important thing I would like to look at is your knowledge gain. Hopefully, my knowledge gain wasn't so much, but I hope yours is actually quite a bit. It gives you some your perceptions, what all of this means, how you compare to others in terms of some of the questions that were asked, and how that means of how you grew in terms of the knowledge that you gained during the course of this taking this course. As you went along, it actually gives you an action plan of some things that you can do based on the answers that you gave, and so forth. So each module has some different things that you'll learn and some different recommendations for you based on the way that you answered questions. And when you get to the end, there is that wonderful certificate, which is the thing that I'm actually looking for you to submit to me. I don't really need your action plan. You're welcome to submit it, but I'm looking for the certificate for your points. So I have given you in your weekly work a short video about snipping tool or screenshotting and screen clipping tool. Please watch that so you can only submit to me the certificate. And that's all I have on this end. Let me know if you need any help or any additional resources, but I hope you really enjoy getting to learn a little bit more about financial literacy and wellness.